Welcome back to another episode of the Pokedex Binder series. Today we are in Plymouth. We are at the South Coast Card Show, and we're going to be seeing what new additions and upgrades we can make towards the Pokedex Binder, of course the weekly series here on the channel, which you can see the current Pokedex Binder total on screen now. Now, just like most card shows, I've got a budget of £100. Going to see what new additions and upgrades we can make with that. I still have a few cards kind of shortlisted from a previous card show, which is the Flareon V promo, the Vaporeon V promo, and a couple of others as well, like Gyarados and Mewtwo. But I'm going to leave this one a little bit more chill. I think we'll just see what we can pick up and what I like, and just have a look around, see if anything takes my interest as always. So yeah, let's go get into it. Okay, we are in, we've got our wristbands. It's in like a massive like kind of gymnasium style. So there's quite a few things that I want to do, and Matthew Sussman is one of them, who is the original voice actor for Meowth. So I want to get my Meowth that I picked up yesterday signed, so I need to join a queue. Okay, just very quickly, look at this. Signed by Matthew Sussman, Meowth in the corner as well, on the card that we picked up yesterday at Exeter Card Show. That is going to be a very special card to have in the binder. It costs a little bit of money to do it, so make sure when you come to card shows and you see people that can sign the cards, that you're aware that it costs money. But yeah, very special card for the binder. Okay, cool. Now it's actually time to go and buy some Pokemon cards, because I haven't done any of that yet. I've queued up early doors just to try and get that signed. I wanted to get it done. As always with the shows, like I did last time, I'm going to do a full lap, see who's about, see what's about, and then we will see what purchases we want to make. And of course, some good old-fashioned binder flicking. That's one of the cards I've actually sort of put to one side in the Dex app as the card I would like for Trevenant. So maybe we could pick that up as our first purchase of the day. That's a beautiful card. Some really lovely cards on here as well. The Hooper, we've got the Gallade as well. And one card we will be picking up is the Marowak. Now, Marowak doesn't have any like illustration rares or anything, so we will definitely pop that to one side. Onyx is another one, so we will have to grab one of those as well, because it doesn't have an illustration rare, so that's the closest we would get for the binder. Elite Four collectibles have just literally got like every binder all labelled up. There's so many of them, and of course we've got some of the XY promo cards in here, and there's quite a few of those that I actually do want to grab for the binder. I think that's everything I can find so far at this particular stand at Elite Four collectibles. There's so many that I'm like trying to scan as quickly as possible in my mind, but it is very early in the show, so I still want to make my way around the show and come back. Anyway, how much were those two together? Is it 9? Okay, cool. There's a tenner. Nice one. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Cheers. Cool, first purchase is done, and also two objectives as well, because again, as I said in there, Onyx doesn't have a illustration rare and Marowak doesn't either, so they are the best cards that I put to one side that I thought I wanted to get for both of those. So that is like two complete check-offs so far for the Pokedex. And I've just spotted at this table here already a Meowth illustration rare with the Ace label. Oh, that is beautiful. Now, I have just found the Flareon there for 65. Now, as ever, make sure you look around the whole place. You might find it for 50, you might find it for 65. Just try and find a few different prices, tally them up, and then go back to the ones that you want to go back to and grab for the price that you want to pay. I've not really seen this Lugia before, but that's a lovely card. That could go next to the Ho-Oh in the binder. Okay, so I've just also managed to find the Flareon there for 55, so I'm just going to have a look at the condition of that. We've also got the Umbreon there in the corner, and the Celebi that we got yesterday. Nice one, thank you. It looks clean, just a little bit offside, but I mean, that's what a lot of the promos were. If I was to pay cash, what's the best you could do on that one?
So, just to preface it, generally most of my stuff is market or below.
Yeah.
I'm not a 20% market. Like
fair.
But I would do, do you know what, I'll do 50 on it.
50? Yeah, let's do it. Nice one.
That's good.
Awesome.
Yeah?
Yes, please.
Perfect. It is a lovely one.
I make buy POVs and I get shouted at every time. They're like, why don't you haggle any time? And I'm like, every time I'll try.
On the boards, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you on YouTube. Yeah, nice one. Take care, guys. Okay, that's lovely stuff. That leaves us now with £41 left, so main goal done. Might even be able to try and find a Vaporeon potentially as well, but yeah, it's quite small. I've not found too many cards that have really sort of taken my interest too much, so it might be a lot of smaller purchases potentially today. This particular show, I've seen vendors do the cards a little bit differently. Like a lot of them are just like in these little tubs, so you can just scan through them individually, which is quite a quick and easy way to do it, really. So based off of yesterday's purchases as well, we need a Blissey for the binder, so this one's definitely an option. And then likewise, based off of the same page in the binder as well, we also have the Larvitar as well. So that and that could go together onto the same page in there alongside the Celebi and the legendary dogs that we picked up yesterday. Awesome. Oh, I'll give you, sorry mate, one hand for the camera. Nice one, thank you so much. Nice one, cheers guys. So based off of getting the Blissey then and the Larvitar, it might now be worth trying to find the, Tyranitar's illustration rare as well. And we might be able to somewhat finish off that page as best as we can do it for now. Obviously we're missing like the Trico line as well. You'll see it all later in the catch-up when we get back home. So I'm going to try and keep an eye out for that now, and also check like Collector Index and eBay for the prices of that Tyranitar as well. I was just saying with the vendor how beautiful these two are, especially that one and the Kyogre as well that goes alongside it. Vendor's personal collections just come out. Oh, what a beautiful set of cards. Are you, some people bring their sets with them, but they don't sell them. Like they want to keep hold of them at the show. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
I just show stuff off.
Nice.
Yeah,
Well, they're beautiful.
To like children that want to see.
Yeah, they look great. One thing that will be interesting is the day this video is shot is 2 days after Phantasmal Flames came out, and the Charizards are already in the different sets as well. For example, here, 600. So by the time this video actually comes out, which is in like a couple of weeks from now, I want to know if the price has gone up or down. I imagine it's going to go down because it looks like the hit rate is pretty good. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I'll be honest, at this show I've just been doing a lot of walking around and just casually browsing. I've not really done too much, to be honest. It's probably going to be one of the shorter bio POVs that I've done, but I'm going to head back to Elite Four Collectibles and just see what they've got. Yeah, kind of reluctant to sort of spend unless I really find something I really want, which is a good thing. So I'm actually at Next Gen Trading, and there's a binder just there that I'm going to take a look at. There is a Mega Abomasnow right there, the full art version, which, if you know, I'm collecting them already. So hopefully we can take a look at that, maybe pick up some of those to go into the Mega binder. And as a backup, there's also Ethan's Typhlosion. God, that's pixelated. Just there for 22, so that could be the final purchase potentially. Okay, so there's nothing in the binder, so we're going to take a look at the Ethan's Typhlosion, and I think that might be the final card, but it's 22 and I've only got £20, so hopefully it's a cash deal. Let's see if cash is really king. Lovely, thank you. This card is so pretty. I think this has got to be the final one. I'll pass you that back. Could you do 20 cash potentially on that one? Yeah, that'd be magic. Awesome, nice one. Thank you so much, take care, bye-bye. Lovely, that's the final purchase of the day. We'll get it in the binder. In fact, let's actually go home and get it in the Pokedex binder. The Pokedex binder is out, and we're going to put all the cards in and also take a look at them and give a little bit of a recap. A little bit of my thoughts though. Yesterday I went to Exeter Card Show, so the day before this one, and early access is, I used to think it was a bit overrated, but it's not. Like it's definitely worth doing if you get the chance to do it. The amount of queuing I had to do today, just stood waiting for binders, and let's be fair, it's not a lot, and you know, you've got to have a lot of patience with these card shows, but if you do get the opportunity to buy early access to shows, you can fly around, there's no queuing, you can just go straight to a binder, flick through, go to a binder, flick through, and I think that's where like, maybe I wasn't recording quite as much today as normal, because simply being like I was just stood behind someone, that's where it feels like I wasn't recording, I was just stood behind someone waiting for a binder. So yeah, just a little nod towards maybe something that you may or may not want to do in the future for your card shows. Anyway, let's get the cards into the binder and see the new Pokedex binder total. So starting us off, the first card going into the binder again is Meowth. We picked it up yesterday, and now it is signed by Matthew Sussman with the Meowth quote at the bottom as well, on probably the best card it could also go on. So let's pop this back in its sleeve and pop it into its place in the Pokedex binder. That is a very cool card to have as part of the overall collection to the Pokedex. Up next then is the Onyx GX, and again, Onyx doesn't have any illustration rares or anything, so this is the closest that we would get, and we're going to be sliding out, what is that? That is an uncommon card, and we're going to be sliding in the GX in its place. That is kind of like the minimum kind of level I want for the whole of the binder, you know, depending on what cards they are in the long run. So yes, that's a lovely new upgrade. And then if we pan over to the right hand side, we then have Marowak, which we had a rare holo for, and again, Marowak doesn't have any illustration rares in its regular form. Never mind its Alolan form. In my Pokedex binder, we only have the regular form. So we've got a break card in its place, and I think we also have a break card on the previous page as well for Gold Duck, so it won't just be like a random card on its own. So that's the second break card we've got in here. Let's flick over the page. Again, we are going to move towards Flareon, where of course we are going to be sliding out the rare holo, pop that to one side, and we are going to be grabbing the Flareon V. What a beautiful artwork this is, just setting fire to the log burner potentially. It's a beautiful card, and it's going to look great alongside the Jolteon VMAX. So we've got the, there we go, Flareon V, Jolteon VMAX, which we picked up from Collectiverse, and I love this card because one, it's nice and dark, it looks great, but also like it's not an exaggerated form of Jolteon too much, so I think it's acceptable to keep in here. And if we pan across, obviously we picked up Eevee yesterday as well, so Vaporeon is probably the next hit so that we can complete this beautiful line of cards, which will look fantastic in the binder. Next up then is the Blissey card as well. This is the artwork I wanted for Blissey, and that's going to go in up here. So what I mentioned in the video is we've got like a whole row of beautiful cards here, followed then by the Suicune. So these two and this one here were mystery challenges from my friends that I gave at Exeter Card Show. And as I said in the video, we can then go ahead and grab the Larvitar illustration rare, which to be fair, it would be good if they did a different illustration rare for Larvitar rather than this one that looks like it's eating its own, you know. Anyway, we'll get the reverse holo out of here and we are going to slide in the illustration rare. So this whole little section is coming together nicely. And then below that, we've got the Lugia V, which is an underrated card in my opinion. The Ethan's Ho-Oh, the Celebi V that again we picked up at Exeter Card Show. So this like entire sort of area, plus the Blaziken over there to be fair as well, is looking awesome. And then we can flick back a few pages where we've got the Zapdos, the Team Rocket's Moltres, the Dragonair, Dragonite, Ancient Mew, Mewtwo we need to do some justice to again. But down here in the bottom left, we can swap out one Ethan's Typhlosion for another, which is going to be the beautiful, well I say beautiful, it's the wrong word. It's epic, like it's so like awesome looking with all the dynamic kind of motion lines in there. That artwork is so sick, and I think long run, this card will get a lot more love, I think, as time goes on. But that is, again, another lovely upgrade. And pages like this are really coming together where we've got lovely illustrations and variety of cards that are all sort of building it all up. So that is it for another card show. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Pokedex Binder series. I've got loads more buyer POVs on my channel. And you'll, of course, be able to see on screen now the current Pokedex Binder total as well, the upgraded total based off of today's new additions. Now, just before we wrap up, I want to go ahead and just sort of mention something that happened at the show where a gentleman came up to me, I would imagine post 60s, and mentioned how he was also doing a Pokedex Binder challenge with his grandsons. And I just said to him at the time, I said, this is the beauty of Pokemon, is like it's now been around for so long that it's so cross-generational that you can have grandparents and grandchildren collectively both working towards like their own little kind of series. And they were also, as I said, doing a Pokedex Binder series. So that was really, really cool. So shout out to Ian as well if you're watching this. It was lovely to meet you. And I hope the Pokedex Binder series is flying along. If you also want to go ahead and drop a like on the video, drop a comment, subscribe, hit the join button, whatever you want to do to show your support for the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.